Hi, P05. Today is Wednesday, April 22nd, 2020, and we're still learning about the letter I and insects. I is for insects. We can remember that the letter I makes the I sound because the first letter in the word insects goes insect. And then to write our letter I, our uppercase I, we go down, across. And then our lowercase I lying down with a little dot at the top for our letter I. So today we're going to do some patterning. And patterns just mean that we have something two different things that repeats itself, that you'll see go over and over. So I'll start with a grasshopper. Oh, here's my little chart here. We'll start with a grasshopper and a bumblebee. Okay, so I have grasshopper, bumblebee, and then the next thing would go grasshopper. And then after grasshopper, I'd have a bumblebee. And then after bumblebee, I'd have a grasshopper. And that's how we start doing patterns. So it goes grasshopper, bumblebee, grasshopper, bumblebee, grasshopper. So you can see that the same two different things just keep repeating itself. Keeps going. A, B, A, B, A. That's an A-B pattern. So if I had grasshopper, bumblebee, grasshopper, bumblebee, grasshopper, my next one down here would be a bumblebee. And then after bumblebee, what would come next? So we have grasshopper, bumblebee, grasshopper, bumblebee, grasshopper, bumblebee. What's next? Grasshopper. And then what's next? Ladybug. No, not a ladybug. That's not in our patterns. We have grasshoppers and bumblebees, so ladybugs don't come next. So we have grasshopper, bumblebee, grasshopper, bumblebee, grasshopper, bumblebee, grasshopper, bumblebee. That's next. Then after bumblebee comes grasshopper. And then after grasshopper comes bumblebee. So there we have a pattern. Grasshopper, bumblebee, grasshopper, bumblebee, grasshopper, bumblebee, grasshopper, bumblebee, grasshopper, bumblebee. All right. So now let's try a different pattern. Let's try another A-B pattern. But this time we'll use ladybugs and bumblebees. So I'm going to start with a bumblebee and then a ladybug. So here's how we start. I've got bumblebee, ladybug. What do you think comes next after ladybug? Bumblebee. Okay, so now I have bumblebee, ladybug, bumblebee. What do you think comes next after that? Bumblebee? No, because that doesn't go, right? We have bumblebee, ladybug, bumblebee, and then here should be a ladybug because they repeat themselves. The same thing over and over again. So ladybug, bumblebee, ladybug, sorry friends, bumblebee, ladybug, bumblebee, ladybug. What comes next? Bumblebee. Then after bumblebee comes ladybug. So we have bumblebee, ladybug, bumblebee, ladybug, bumblebee, ladybug. Ladybug? No. Bumblebee. Bumblebee, ladybug, bumblebee, ladybug, bumblebee, ladybug, bumblebee, ladybug. So then after ladybug, what comes next? Bumblebee, ladybug, bumblebee, ladybug, bumblebee, ladybug, bumblebee, ladybug. bumblebee. And then our last one, what comes here? What do we think? What goes after bumblebee? Ladybug. So there's another group of patterns. We have ladybug, we have bumblebee, ladybug, bumblebee, ladybug, bumblebee, ladybug, bumblebee, ladybug, bumblebee, ladybug. There's patterns. Should we do one more? How about we do grasshoppers and ladybugs this time? Let's do grasshoppers and ladybugs. And we'll start with grasshoppers. Grasshopper and then the ladybug. Okay, so we have grasshopper, ladybug, grasshopper. What comes next? Ladybug. Okay, grasshopper, ladybug, grasshopper, ladybug. Then grasshopper. So what comes after grasshopper? If we're looking at the pattern, did anybody say ladybug? There it is, ladybug. Grasshopper, ladybug, grasshopper, ladybug, grasshopper, ladybug. And then next we have ladybug, right? No, not ladybug. After ladybug comes grasshopper. So, ladybug, grasshopper. So, grasshopper, ladybug, grasshopper, ladybug, grasshopper, ladybug, grasshopper, ladybug. And what comes next? What do you think comes next? Did anybody say grasshopper? I think you're right, grasshopper. Grasshopper, ladybug, grasshopper, ladybug, grasshopper, ladybug, grasshopper, ladybug, grasshopper. What's our last one? Ladybug. And then there's our grasshopper ladybug pattern. You see, they go A, B, A, B, A. So they're different. Grasshopper, ladybug, grasshopper, ladybug, grasshopper, ladybug, grasshopper, ladybug, grasshopper, ladybug. And that's how we make patterns, friends. All right, see you tomorrow.